But wait, this ain't that kind of
you
podcast.
come to join her. You said, in fact, what's going on,
Yeah,
man?
in fact.
This ain't that kind of podcast, though.
I got a little bit of Moscato left,
though. Clink, clink.
He's got that backwash juice there, man. A little bit.
I said backwash juice.
That is literally right at the bottom. There. I'm surprised, Emmanuel, you haven't got your wine there. Wine connoisseur.
Why are you shy, bruv? Focus on your own life, bruv.
Yeah, but he said that guy don't exist anymore. He did.
I don't know about that, but I just ain't got everything.
Was it because he decided to, or was it Corona that made him dead, man? Which one? You gotta talk about that,
man.
Because if Corona weren't here, would he still be in Shoreditch? That's the real question.
If Corona was here, man, you'd be tuning in from a car park. I'm just in my car right now, guys. But let's wrap this up quickly. I got to get back to the bar for 10:30.
From the car park.
Never not lie, yeah. Never not lie. I'm dying for it, like
bro. Better not be dying for it. We're not going anywhere anytime soon.
I said shake it. I was viewing. Right.
You know what I'm dying for, mate. I'm dying for a wedding, mate. Long time. I've been to one since 2019.
Wait and listen.
The one over there that you need to be waiting for.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, but that's not till another year again.
No, I know.
2021.
You need some excitement. That's the thing right now. There's no excitement. It's like the same day again.
I can't wait till 2022 for a wedding, fam. That's crazy.
2022. Oh yeah, because we're in 2021 right now, isn't it?
Bro, you know the last one I went to?
keep forgetting, you know.
Fam. I said
we're in 2020 reloaded, fam.
There was like what? I was like 2020. Then it was like, you mean 2021? I said, oh, sorry guys. PTSD.
Fam, this is 2020 reloaded, bruv. I'm telling you.
Honestly.
This is the sequel.
I'm just saying about new variants. Hello variants, bro.
Not gonna lie though. I don't want to be those guys, because at work there's one guy. This guy is a serious conspiracy theorist. Yeah, every morning he'll come over and tell me the new drop, fam. And I'm just like, bro, like I was like, shut up.
Cool. No, mate, do you know what it is? Because I be on Radio 1, yeah, fam, I just be hearing all of the conspiracies and everything. Now they're saying that there's one in Australia. They're saying that there's a third mutation in
How's
Kent.
Australia? Aren't they just living it up right now?
I mean, no, sorry, forgive me. South Africa.
Okay, I was going to say Australia are COVID-free.
No, it's South Africa that there's a new variant. And then apparently it's over here, the South African one. And then there's another variant of the second variant that we have. So I don't know, man. It's all just a little bit mad right now. It's a little bit mad in the dunya right now, man.
I'm even talking. It's on mute, bro.
Oh, you talking?
Bro, the only reason why I've been on mute is because my mom's just been going past talking bare, so I need my own place.
Yeah. I saw,
bro. I literally said that to someone earlier today. I was like, listen, I need God to take me out of Egypt. Get me to the promised land.
Mad thing. Hey. But yeah, no, let me get go on, Eman, go first.
Oh no. I was gonna say, Hailee, get me a crib, but then I just realized she's what did you call it? SME, innit?
Yeah.
Hey, Junior, you forgotten already?
I forgot already. I can't lie.
You see,
small medium enterprise.
You're not with the click this time.
Wait. Man said small medium enterprise.
Fam, that's what I've known it as.
There is a term for that, but no, subject matter expert.
Oh, subject matter expert. Sorry, yeah. Don't worry. I know the technical term. Don't worry. I don't know that small time. Anyway. Anyway, just obviously, get a little cheeky intro in. So hello and welcome to Our Boys, episode 40. You
guys are collecting these episodes.
Pew, pew, pew. Lights
you know how it is.
Yeah, man, you got a yard in the building today. Where's my life, sir?
Alright, Man trying to interrupt the intro. What is going
Hey,
on?
fam,
Sorry. Let
there's
me mute
always
myself.
that one Burns. There's always
Decorum.
man.
There's always
Before,
somebody
yeah,
that puts in too much effort.
it was Mummy. It was Mummy that interrupted the intro. Now it's another Birmingham local that is interrupting intros. What's going on up there? What's happening in that source?
There's always that one Burns, you, bro.
Fam,
Just
but yeah,
wait
episode
your
40,
turn.
You know how real talk, fam. No, I mean, Donny.
But
Like from
episode 40,
Birmingham
Junior,
Town.
that's what you're
Before I
saying.
You guys
come
are
out.
rocking it. You guys are rocking it still.
Come
Coldfield, so Coldfield.
Don't be baiting out my area. You okay?
Is you that open your mouth?
Before I come Snow Hill, all of them sides there, Peaky Blinders and them things there. Yeah, man.
Black
But
Country
anyway,
and all of them things from.
No one's from Black Country. No one's from Black Country.
Oh, sorry. All right, episode 40. You know what?
Why they call it Black Country?
You know,
Because
I
of the
can
coal mines.
No, the cold.
Okay.
All
All right,
just,
cool.
just
Can I
making
finish
sure.
the intro? Can I finish the intro?
Ooh,
Cool.
feisty.
I see what you are.
Hey, gosh. Okay, episode 40. Thank you everyone that's rocking with us. Them things there. He was one of your hosts, Junior.
Your boy Akim.
It's your favorite, E, man.
Today we're joined by
Allegedly.
Oh gosh, allegedly. Today we're joined by a wonderful guest, a wonderful, gracious Black woman. Yay!
That the intro, Black woman.
Bro, I said a wonderful magical. No. Obviously, we're here with Hailee. I don't want to bear out your second name, but we're here with Hailee. Say hi to the people, them.
Hi, people, them.
Okay,
Now
then.
go introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit
Rose,
about
you got to Rose, tell us a little bit about you. How old are you? If you want to disclose that,
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Where are you from? You know them kind of questions there.
You know, single, married, it's complicated. Which one is it?
Yeah, so my name's Hailee, as Junior already mentioned. 24. I am a special educational needs teacher at the moment. I went to Cov Uni. I did psychology.
COV, what?
Yeah, come on, man.
COV,
and
baby.
I can't lie, I must say, if it wasn't for like these guys, obviously Akin, love and that, but Emmanuel and Junior, yeah, they no.
Wait, the thing is, yeah, you didn't even need to do that.
Slide, man.
You didn't even. You could have just said what you said without that, but it's calm.
Nah. All I wanted to say was that, like, no, honestly, I really appreciate Emmanuel and Junior. Like, from meeting them in Cov, like, I don't feel like my Cov journey would have been the same without these guys. They really made a big difference, and I really appreciate them. So I just wanted to big them up and big up like all of you guys as well, because I do love you guys' podcast. So yeah.
Thank you, fan love.
But I haven't finished my intro. Like, let me keep going.
But wait, you forgot the biggest plug of them all though, about let's talk property and them things.
Yeah. So so I run a platform on Insta called Let's Talk Property, and it's basically just there to educate young people about the property industry and the property market, how to get onto the property ladder, and also informing them about like different property investment strategies as well. I mainly started it by hosting my own workshop. So I started it literally spur of the moment, just randomly woke up one day and said, I'm going to do a property workshop. And then it kind of like grew from there. And then I started my page on Instagram. And then I started my podcast called Let's Talk Property. And it's just been going since then.
Right, from then. 1.2 followers. You're doing your thing still. Only started last year as well.
What, 1.2 followers?
Or what, 1. Okay, sorry, 1,200. What? So I should say 1.2.
No, why didn't you say 1.2K?
Because I didn't want to. How about that?
Okay then, mate.
Right,
if you want to followers at the prime.
When did I start it? Like June, July?
Yeah,
maybe?
it said June. First post 5th of June, 2020.
I swear, in the pandemic,
panoramic people are fried.
Actually, no, that's a bit of a lie still, I can't lie. I did actually have the page up from like November times, but it was called something different. And it was strictly just to promote my workshops. And then I changed it. I rebranded. And then I rebranded it all because it was actually with somebody else. And then I just decided to go solo and do it myself.
Yeah, I ran off on the plug.
Solo. I'm riding solo.
Ran off on the plug.
For the plug twice. Nah, that's amazing still. But before we obviously get into the whole property talk, because obviously that's what you're here for, them things there. Just wanted to give a little, let's do a little icebreaker question.
Okay.
Obviously, whoever, you know, we'll let you go first, Hailee. So, okay, what's your most vivid uni story? Why are you smiling, Bez? Oh, yeah, tell us the story.
My most vivid uni story, Jesus. PG
okay,
or
why
what?
is Ivan tense? Why is Ivan tense?
Why is this guy making noises, bruv? Let her talk, bruv.
Right, Hailee, go on.
Let me talk. What? Oh, she's even taking long herself.
I'm trying to think. Can someone go first, please? Because I can't think. I feel like uni was so good. I don't know.
You're the host. You're the guest. Yeah, Rose, you're the guest of honor. And ladies first, innit? We're gentlemen out there. You get me?
My wildest or best uni memory?
What's your most favorite experience from uni? So,
do you know what? I'd probably say living in the house in third year. Like me and my friends all lived together. There was like 5 if you want to include one of them, but
we all
No, you see girls, yeah, and they're living situations in university.
The house never leaves as one.
Yeah, never.
No.
My experience at uni, 9 out of 10 times in them situations, it could be 3 girls, 4 girls, 5. They never leave as one. It could have split 2 and 2, 2 and 1, 3 and 2, but they never all leave the house. Cool.
I hear that, but in our house,
are you that wicked? You can't even stand yourself?
No.
But you said that
Let's be politically correct. Yeah.
Everybody that entered the house at the beginning, we left the house.
When did the other one enter that you're not friends with? In the second month?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm being mad petty. I'm being mad petty because she's a beautiful girl. She's an amazing girl. It was just like certain things we just didn't see eye to eye on. But even to this day, like I know I can still hit her up and be like, oh my god, hey, how are you? Blah blah blah. Like we're all cool. Like we're actually all cool. I'm just being petty.
So when last did you hit her up?
Did you say Happy New Year?
I'd probably say no, but I don't send people Happy New Year messages. I'm not gonna lie.
Merry Christmas.
That's long as well. All of them, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I ain't got time for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
but I know. Actually, I did message her. I think like last year, so like 2020, just to congratulate her on like something. I'm not gonna bait out her business, but yeah, congratulate her on something because it was really big, and just let her know that like I was proud of her.
So that was your best uni moment, living in the house with your friends?
Yeah, I just feel like we just had such a good vibe. Like every single day was banter. I feel like we all went through something in that house, like that kind of like messed up our mental health a little bit. And I feel like we were all really there to support each other. Like I can't lie, like those girls are my sisters, man. Like they're actually like my left boob, my left bum, everything.
Shout them out. My left rib.
No, literally. Do you know when I watch our girlfriends? Like that's how I feel about my friends. Like, no, for real, they really are. Who was the like Joan? Bridesmaids. The Joan, hey.
Hey, look, no one's to get you in trouble here, but
okay, who are you?
Yeah.
That's better. That's because I was even gonna say, don't worry, because Joan's problematic.
A bit of a Joan, you know. I feel like I'm a bit of a Joan.
Oh. So you're the problem.
I'm a bit of a Joan and a Tony.
Even worse. That's what
that's even the
basically said, I'm a bit of a Satan and half of a Satan as well.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, because you know when Joan like overthinks things, bears like, and she kind of like the way that she messes up her relationships, yeah, like by overthinking and just doing the most.
The problem.
I definitely have that trait. Trait.
I can see you being the problem still. It makes sense.
So what would you?
It makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So would you say in, I guess maybe past, ventures? Let's call them ventures. Would you say you've been the problem?
Not all the
Or was
time,
it,
no.
or was it a bit of both?
Hey, look at the lawyer coming to defend her, bruv.
No, because I just wouldn't say. I just wouldn't say that.
No,
I just wouldn't say she was.
I feel like my first ever serious relationship, it was quite a long time. It was like just over 4 years, and I
You guys
definitely
were together
don't
over
think.
4 years.
Yeah, definitely
Bruh.
don't think I was the. I was not the initial problem.
Yeah, I haven't even had one over 4 months, so congrats.
No, do you know what? Yeah, but
Is that right? I thought you had 9 months. I thought you had 9 months.
We get
I don't know if I recommend getting in a relationship young. Like I really don't. Like don't get me wrong. Like we've had like good. You get to experience good things, but I feel like what it does to your head, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I don't necessarily think it's a problem of age, but I think it's a level of not just maturity per se, but one, a correct mindset of what you're actually meant to expect from a relationship first and foremost, and secondly, just a level of emotional intelligence in terms of being able to deal with somebody else rather than, a lot of the times we go into it thinking, what can I get? How happy can this person make me and whatnot? But when you have to have a mindset shift, and it's all about how can I help this person out, how can I serve this person, and like how can we serve each other. But it's about kind of like my delight is bringing you delight, not my delight is in the delight that you can bring me, kind of thing. But yeah,
relationship guru.
He's gonna make somebody an happy person one day, mate.
No, I really do like that. I feel like I feel like when you're so young, like you're still growing and you're still evolving, and then I feel like with all that evolving, you change as people. Like who you got in a relationship with, at the end, it's not the same person. I know that I wasn't the same person when I came out of that relationship. Not in a good way, not in a bad way. I'm just a different person, and so was he. But like I've learned so much from that relationship that I can now take into my current relationship and just know that, okay, this is what I will accept, this is what I will not accept, and the ways that I acted in that relationship, and then ways to not act in my relationship now. So yeah, I feel like you learn from it. I feel like if you don't learn from it, then what's the point?
So your relationship all good and healthy right now as well?
Yeah. My relationship is really, really healthy, and I like that. I like the communication that we have. I like the boundaries that we have, and it's just like refreshing. Do you know when you've been in something so toxic and you get in something refreshing, you just say like, oh my god, thank God.
Can't relate.
No, but it will come. Like it will actually come.
The only reason he can't relate is because he's the one who was intoxicating the thing in the past.
Anyway, let's move on.
Hold on. No, wait.
I gotta address this one. Yeah.
Where did I come from, sir? Where did I come from? Where? Like where?
Why? Why would you do that?
Why?
That hurted her. Sorry. That was uncalled for, but Oh dear. Hold on.
All right, Iman, we need to move out. Okay, cool. Iman, go. What's your favorite uni memory?
It's gonna be year 21, man. Hey,
that was a good night. No, that was a good night.
It was a good party still. It was a good party still. Okay, cool.
Shut down. Get me.
I'm fuming. Cool. If you know about year 21, then you know about year 21, man.
That was a really good night. I still remember that night.
Bro, that was amazing.
Do you know? There's actually bare people that were. I don't remember who I saw about. I don't remember.
At least we can, obviously, before Chris won't come back here. Hailee, can you please? Iman's brand was high, innit? His brand was high in uni, innit? Like he was high. Iman was somebody in that commentary,
The thing is, like if you go somewhere with a manual, you will never not see a manual say hello to someone. It's always hello. Like,
I feel like that's why I was a bit known, because it was Iman. I was the guy that lived with Iman, me, Iman and Chris, or me, Chris and Mon.
Because I greet people, is that?
No,
don't do that.
it's a difference. Like you can greet someone, but then it's like they know you. Like you talk to them, it's like it's different to just being like, oh yeah, you're right.
Right.
Big man
But
on
it's not a bad thing
campus.
though. It's not a bad thing. Like you
It's
did
not,
a lot
bro.
of things during uni.
He's
do
a
you know what I
laughable
mean?
person. I'll show you he was ACS president. Or was you?
Hey, no, piss on you. Hey, no. Hey,
He
what?
was even the president of our year.
Hey, bro, I don't even know, man. Let's not
Did
even
we
get
not
to that.
ACS our year, man?
Bro, I
Right.
don't even know, bro. But
That is
okay,
funny.
cool. AK, what was your memory before we move on? Your favorite uni memory, mate?
Oh, have you guys said yours?
So I haven't said mine yet, but you know, you go first, innit?
Oh,
Yeah, I said ES21 still. No, I said
Oh,
ES21.
swear. Yeah.
We need to do part 2, man. We need to do part 2, guys.
Bro, I've been waiting on you, man.
But you're 25 this year, innit, Emmanuel?
Yeah, but we in a panoramic.
Oh my god, yeah, it's next
So
month.
I guess we still 21, baby.
Wait, what?
It's actually next month. Oh, sorry.
Oh my days. But my most I think it might be similar to Hailee's in terms of just, you know, the year I spent Blue Fox closed down. If you know, you know. Shout out to yeah, Blue Fox stand up. If you know, yeah. Rise up, put your lighters up, bang your doors. No, but literally, yeah. So I think yeah, no, just that experience of actually living away from home, living in your own space with your friends, it was kind of like,
and nobody's calling you Aki Bala.
Bro, Aki! Wow, this is just having your own space. It was kind of like being in a bachelor pad, innit? With just like your boys for like a year, no highlight, well, minus the landlord, but you know,
bro.
you know, uni landlords. But other than that, yeah, no, just the banter, the memories, everything going on, and that, yeah, that was, I think that was a highlight. And then obviously, you know, my sporadic visits to the city of Coventry, you know, I had some
sporadic.
Had some interesting. I had some interesting times. That's all I'll say.
I can't lie. I wanna be collecting some back rent, sir. You know, so if you could be ever so nice, you know, you got my details. Pay up.
I was serious. I think
you will receive that money too. You day heaven.
Sounds good.
No problem.
I think my best memory. I think it was probably just living with the man there, going to parties, chilling.
You were all bored, bro.
Nah, but bro, playing FIFA. Oh, bro, you know how many parties we went to, and it was just there was one video that Temi took of me when, you know, that there was that Empire where every man was out, like everyone, like Temi.
I think I wrote that one. Yeah, with
Shogs
and that.
Shogs. Every man was out, yeah. And Temi took a video of me doing whipping excursion, and I was just whipping it. Bro, that was amazing, man. That was amazing. But yeah, no, that's a quick, bro. I was gonna say that's a quick. What's it?
I don't know, man.
That's it, like 20 minutes,
man. Icebreaker feels like we in some type of, you know, you see them when, yeah, you know, like when you're in the in the group stages of like an interview, bruv, and they're like, oh yeah, these are all the other candidates, so just gonna have a little icebreaker, guys.
Yeah.
Screw you, man. I want this job.
But you know what's funny? Even deep in that, we have to do that in IKEA, and I was even deeper. Even Hailee, me, and you. It was us three that even worked in IKEA as well.
Yeah,
like, Hailee was in the ghetto though. She was in the ghetto. Man was on the food.
That hairnet.
Bro, she was in the ghetto, man.
Where was it? Where was she?
Oh,
she was serving hot dogs, bro. That's what she was doing.
I'm screaming.
She was serving hot dogs. She wasn't even like the cool up. Like, you know us, man, on shop floor and them things. This one serving hot dog brand.
Cause you get me? I had a desk job. She was, give me that hot dog.
Bro, man had to drain the brine and them things after shift, you know.
Hey,
Oh,
no,
I'll
you
tell
know.
you now.
They
Oh,
will
that was
be-
the ghetto.
They will be complaining of that dish room, bro. They'll be like, "Oh, don't eat
No,
off
it
the
was
plates, man. Eat off the
disgusting.
plates." That dishwasher
man.
room.
No, do you know what
Oh,
was
man.
disgusting? Cleaning where the people was eating because they'd eat their hot dogs and then leave their nasty tissues. Oh, and I'm very fussy with things like that. And
You still cleaned it,
And
though.
they wonder why Corona.
Gotta do what you
It's
gotta
alive
do,
and
bro.
well. Mm.
did you
But
know
yeah,
it was long as well? Like it was at the deal. What was it like? A hot dog, a drink, and like chips for like £1.50 all together.
I wouldn't know
Then
the
you've got
deal,
all them
son.
schools coming in. Came like McDonald's at flipping like school time. Oh, and then I worked there as well, so it was just like deja vu.
Hey, you even worked at McDonald's? Oh my days.
I love McDonald's.
From food to property business and podcast. Bam! The glow
The
up.
come up story.
It was.
No, do you know what? Yeah, McDonald's. I genuinely loved that job. Like, I genuinely loved it. The only reason why I left McDonald's was just because we were in uni.
Yeah, that's hella off brand. That's off
Yeah,
brand.
it's not image, bruv.
That's not image, man.
No, man, it was a do you know when it's like?
Fam.
Nah, man, sorry. Anyone that worked at McDonald's, big up yourself because it's not an easy job.
When Hailee was driving a 66 plate, you man, that's hella off
You know what I
brand.
mean?
Yeah. McDonald's and 66
yes.
plate. Don't ever hate on McDonald's. McDonald's paid for that 66 plate.
He's sorry.
Hella hours.
Bro, man was doing brand new whip, you know.
But yeah, okay, let's move on though. Obviously, to the reason why we're all here, or why Hailee's here. Onto the, you got a couple, three young rich men. Amen, innit? Soon to get on the property ladder. Obviously, they just chop it up with all the young guys and women out there that are looking to get onto the property ladder. So we thought we get what's it called, subject matter expert, shout out AK SME, to come in and speak to us about. Bro, this property thing is long, man. That's it. That's what I know.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's long when you're not educated on it though. When you're educated and you know the process, like it will seem less long.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. And that's kind of like where I kind of like step in.
Okay, cool. So
to make it seem less long.
Yeah, go on, Iman, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, where did your passion or desire for properties? Because do you know at deep as well, like it's not everybody's desire to own a property as well. Like,
no, it's not, and that's cool.
Do you get like even as I'm growing up here, I'm learning that. Who was I even talking to? I was talking to someone. They were like, "Yeah, fam, you will find like big directors, people who live like a fast life. They have no desire to own property. Like they will just go rent. They'll go lease. What is it?
I said, preach it, bro. These ass parents, every day buy. They have to buy property. I'm thinking, lucky.
But I think it's because of the type of lifestyle that some people are trying to live as well. Like Junior, I don't expect you to be living a fast life. That was the word I said. Fast life.
Wait, what's fast life though?
Why are you running?
Fast life is like you see like them accountants here that are on like contract basis here. They're in a position for a year. They're doing like 6 a.m. to 12 midnight shifts, like next minute they're in Dubai, next minute they're in do you get like their life is just my expectation on my notes.
Bear in mind, they're probably sniffing coke on their lunch break as well, mate.
They love a good coke, they're not there.
Well, yeah, the type of man I'm expecting you to be, Junior, is a family man.
A memo.
And I want nephews and nieces,
A memo. E-man, let's go with the question, bro. Let's go with the question.
Nah, so...
But the question was like what drives my passion for property?
Oh yeah, that's it.
So the main drive for it was my parents. Like my parents had been investing in property for like 15, maybe a bit more than that years now. And ever since I was young, they've always like shown me their like property investments, like taking me to their properties. I used to find it kind of long, like having to go and sit down whilst they go and look at this property and that. But It's really opened my eyes. And then also the lifestyle that they've been able to give me. Like, I'm actually really fortunate that my parents have been able to give me like such a good lifestyle. And okay, they worked like 9 to 5, but property was also like a really big part of that as well. And that it's also now a case where they own like a good portfolio worth of properties, that is now all down left to me when they, God forbid, when they pass on, but you know, like when they actually pass on, like those are all my properties, and it's like that's now like generational wealth passed down to me that I can now pass down to my kids when I start my property portfolio and I build. Like, just think about how much is there to pass down to my kids. And it's like, if I want to sell a property, it's not like, oh, it's like £50 in my account. These are like hundreds of £1,000s that I'm now getting if I want to sell. So it's like, I just feel like it's worth it. I see the benefits of it, and I see how it's actually enabled my parents to retire early. So my mom she's going to be pissed at me for being at her age, but my mom she's God, 58 now, and she's
taking
actually
you a
retiring
minute
this
to think
year.
about your mom's age.
Yeah, like, because
your
my
mum
mom
does not
looks
look
so
58.
good for her age.
She does
Yeah,
not
she
look
don't
58.
look.
I wouldn't even
Yeah,
guess
she
that.
don't. So I'm just there like, wait, how old are you? I remember because we went for a walk the other day, and she was like, oh my God, I'm 60 next year, and I was like, huh? No, you're not. But yeah, like she's 58 now. And yeah, like she's gonna retire like this year, and my dad's in the transition of retiring as well. And I know that some people are not in a position to do that, and if it wasn't for like property and also the 9 to 5 jobs, so I want to make that clear as well, like they wouldn't be able to be in that position. So yeah.
Nah, that's it though. So in terms of where you are now, like why you see we live in a very selfish generation, innit? But I don't understand why, or help me understand why you have now decided to help other people, because if I've got that knowledge and information, I can't lie, I just want to do my thing, innit? Because I know property takes up a lot of time. So where has this desire to come and help others come from as well?
It started by going to like seminars, and I am very, very, very big on just like helping like Black people. Like that's something that like really matters to me. And sometimes I do find it hard to like go to these property seminars that are solely hosted by white people, and there's just loads of white people around me. No, I'm not racist, yeah, but sometimes it's just nice to just feel.
Oh, you didn't need to say that.
Sometimes
though.
it's nice, yeah. No, but like, you know, sometimes you just need to feel like there's someone that is like you, that's next to you. And it's like, you'll be in these seminars and it's just, they're like John, Barry, Joe, Tim. Like, it's like, I just want to see Ade. Do you know what I mean? I want to see someone that looks like me.
Yeah,
and
no,
I feel like I'm waffling. No, and then, so my mum actually got in contact with like this guy, and he was a Black landlord, and he's got like a multi-million portfolio. And he actually used to host these workshops called Black Landlords UK workshops. And then I came to one, and I was just like, why are you guys looking at the camera like?
you got his contact?
No,
I can't lie, yeah.
You got an address?
From time Hailee said something about 1,000, yeah. I said, nah, we might have to rob her still. We might have to take a trip to Birmingham still.
When I was telling you, man, bro, 66 plate. Bro, she's been upside.
We should have robbed her.
No. I'm gonna touch on this after. I'm gonna touch on this after, because I feel like this is another thing in our community. Like, we see materialistic things and we put a price. Like, oh my God, this price is up. When I had the 66 plate, how much was I earning? I was working in McDonald's. I wasn't earning money like that. That's what you guys need to understand. Like, I was like, even if I was a manager in McDonald's, like that was like what, £9, £10 an hour. And I was a trainee crew, whatever the hell it's called, crew trainee something, training the new members of staff. I think I was on like late fives, early £6 an hour. Like, don't get it twisted. I wasn't earning 25k in first year. Like, I was on like £5, £6 an hour, but I've always been really, really good with my money. I've always been very smart, because my parents have always been like, save. So it's not like when I get my money, it's like, okay, I'm now going to spend all this money on Jordans. I've never been like that. I'm not a materialistic person. and I've always just been about like just live within your means. So when I did get the car, I'd saved up a little bit before that, and then I'd also made sure that I can afford those monthly payments every single month. And I can't afford it, I'm not going to get it. And that was literally just how it was. And I've always been like that. But touching on like to what we were talking about before, like with the workshops, when I was going to the workshops, I'd never really used to see people that were my age. And I actually brought 2 of my friends with me on one of the workshops. And then there was a guy there, and I think he said he was like 23, 24 at the time. And he owned like 2 properties already. And I was like, huh? And then I was like, no, me and you we need to talk, because I need to know how you did this. And then we got talking, he showed me some of his properties. And then like from there, we decided to actually host our own workshops just for young people, and just informing them about like the property industry, like how to get on the ladder, how to do this, like all about like deposits, mortgages, blah, blah, like everything that you need to know. And that's kind of like where it stemmed from, because I saw like 16, 17-year-olds at my event. And I was like, you guys, I know you guys don't listen in maths class. Like, I know you don't. I know you guys are ramping about in school. But the fact that you're taking your time out to come on a Sunday afternoon to listen to property, like, it shows that, like, you guys want to do something with your life.
Probably
And I feel
went
like
to church first.
Man said probably should have gone church first. Are you alright, huh? But yeah, no, that makes sense. Nah, that's good.
Like,
still.
like, do you know when I can see the difference that I'm making? Like, because in that workshop, no one ever, like, I think I knew 5 people in that whole workshop. Everyone else was just random people. I don't know who the hell they were. I don't know how the hell they found it. But
is
there were
this the Berms one that you
young
ran?
kids in there, and I was like, rah. Yeah, this is the Birmingham one that I ran. That was the first ever workshop that I did. I did the London one. Just again random, like when I did the Birmingham one, it wasn't like it took me like months of planning. I literally just called up a guy that I knew that run the business department in this school, and it was actually like a predominantly black school as well, which is why I wanted it there. And then I was like, can you do this date, this time? And he was just like, yeah. And then it was only until 2 days before the event, and I saw the amount of people that booked onto the event, that I got catering. Like, everything was just very, very much last minute. Everything was just clear. Because I didn't think anyone would really come. I thought I'd get like 20 people max. And then like I told
20
the guy,
is still a lot of people, man.
But you know what it was? Yeah, like I thought it was just going to be very intimate, just because of past events that I've been to. There's never really been young people there. So I thought, yeah, like 15, 20 people. And then I told the guy, he was like, we've got a room that like maximum occupancy is like 50 people, because it will get really hot in health and safety, all that crap. And then I looked at like the Eventbrite sheet, and it was like 50 people, just like that. And I was like, huh? And this is out me even having like my Insta page that I've got now. Like, I never had that. It was just me just like literally just telling people about it.
That's the poster, the black poster.
No, that was even a different poster. This is a different poster before. This poster even looks crap. When I look at it now, I'm like, how the hell did people even look at that and think, yeah, let me go? But I remember even one of my boys, he said he messaged me my poster saying that, oh my God, my mum just sent me this. And I was like, well, who's your mum? I don't even know your mum, so how the hell did she get it? But I'm just guessing that like people were just passing it around. And yeah, I was really thankful for that event. And then because that was a success, I just thought, there's so many people in London that actually want to own property, but they feel like they just can't, or they want to get on the property investment, want to get into property investment, and they don't know how to do it. So I just thought, let me just bring it to London. And luckily, like one of my friends, she was doing like events at the time. She got me the venue. So I did it at the Engine Room in Tottenham Hale. And that's such a beautiful place as well. I really, really like that place.
Yeah, that place
we didn't have as many people. Yeah, it was actually a church, yeah. We didn't have as many people. I think we had like just over 40, but it was still a beautiful turnout. And yeah, it was really, really good. I preferred the London one to the Birmingham one, only because the crowd was older. So I felt like the networking was more like, I don't know, I got more out of the networking bit at the end, because I like to do that at the events.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're kind of my go-to guy for this property stuff, because I think I remember I messaged you the other time, and you was like, oh, have you checked your mortgage affordability? I said, what the hell is that, fam? I said, what? What the hell are you talking about? I was
Yeah.
Is it not
Because I
like a
feel
credit
like
check?
a lot of people just think
Yeah.
that, like, okay, let me just get my 10% deposit and that's it.
At
That's
5,
this
Help to
much of
Buy.
the process. Yeah, we'll touch on them. We'll touch on them.
Okay, all right, cool. So, okay,
About
go,
that.
go from it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, go from it here. Yeah.
About that.
Let's start it from. Okay, so say I want to get a property now. Yeah. Say the property I want to get is, let's say Essex in it, because London's peak. Say the property is like 350,000. I'm just starting out trying to save. What is the process then?
Okay, so what you
350,000.
Wait,
it
why
is a lot
is
of money,
that
mate. It's a
is
lot
that a
of
lot?
money.
Or
That,
even what?
Okay, no, do you know what it is? Yeah,
that
for
property is expensive,
for
bruv.
you guys,
For someone just starting off.
it's normal. No, but no, for you guys, it's a normal price. I'm not gonna lie, because that's how
Oh
much
no, yeah, the
house prices
that's
are
how much
around here.
houses are around here.
But like
Yeah,
up here, like, but this is one thing that I always stress, and I feel like because I have quite a lot of friends that are from London, they always think, oh my god, like you must be up because you can afford a property now. But I live in Birmingham. I live where the house prices are cheap. I can get a house for £100,000 and it will look decent. I can get a.
I know, but is
Brother,
that
do you see
accent
the
though,
pain?
man? Is that
What?
accent
So
though, man?
that's
The
something that I
pain.
want to stress as well. That like, don't be sitting here thinking, oh my god, like she's 24 and she's got a house deposit ready and she's ready to buy her house. Because I live in a completely different area where
The area
my
is different.
my wages actually like reflect on the house prices.
Boy, it
Whereas
does,
in
fam.
London, I really don't think it does. And even like when you go up north, like
God,
Liverpool, it's actually
Wow.
even cheaper. Like there's houses that are on like late 90s, like 2-3 bed house, and
God,
it's nice house. Do you know what I
God,
mean?
Well, okay,
But yeah,
three bed house, 350K.
okay,
That's
so
how
what?
much it normally costs here. Like, bro, you man, Stamford Hope, 410, £100,000,
See the
400
350 one, was that ET?
Yeah, that's ET.
What, the new build bits, yeah?
Yeah.
They're nice though, you know.
They're nice.
Yeah,
They're
well,
nice. I
actually,
was
did you see
looking at
them?
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there on
I'll say.
Saturday. I'm gonna drive there on Saturday to see it. Just to look around.
It's the
Holla at
fact
you,
that
boy.
he's getting to this stage.
Yeah, but fam,
Holla at me, bro.
I'll holler at you. But
I'm gonna come and pray over that territory.
bro, serious bro. But
No
okay.
cap.
So that's how much it kind of costs around here, yeah. So 350K for a 3 bed house, and I just said that's the house I want. What is the process then? Like, what do I do to get that house, basically?
Okay, so firstly, I would always, as I said to you before, check your mortgage affordability. That's to see how much a mortgage lender would be willing to lend you. So yes, okay, you may be able to get let's say you put down 10%, that'll be £35,000. Yes, you may be able to save that, but if the mortgage lender looks at your financial situation and says, bro, you can't afford that. You can't you're gonna need to add on extra money. So let's say, for example, let's just look at it this way. Your mortgage lender will lend you around 4.5 times your salary. So whatever your salary is, you need to times that by 4.5. That's roughly how much you'd then be able to borrow. So if you're looking, I'm not gonna lie, my maths ain't good and I don't know where my phone is.
I was screaming, genius done the calculator.
Yeah, man, I was on the calculator still.
Is that it?
Wait, let me
quickly have a look.
Do you know what's mad? I even did a post about this the other day, and see how my memory is that crap. I can't remember what the hell I talk about.
Yeah, because the thing, I haven't done it with 2 people.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, because I'm looking with someone, I've done the mortgage affordability test with 2 of us. And when I saw the price, I said, can we even get a house in Essex with this mortgage affordability? So what? I said, am I gonna have to move to Liverpool? I don't know Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Oh gosh. But yeah, okay.
Let's say, for example, I just want to be realistic with you guys, because so let's say, for example, we're all earning £30,000 a year. That's our salary. 4.5 times that is actually £135,000.
Yeah, God forbid for all of us that we want more. But yeah, God.
Okay,
just for the purposes of the example.
I'm just saying, because that is a very
that's
average,
like the average. Fam,
yeah,
that's
the
higher than the average
salary. So look at the average salary. £135,000 is what a mortgage lender would roughly be able to lend you, but that is also based on your credit score and any like financial commitments. So if you have a child, it's dropping. If you have a car on finance, that's dropping. If you have, they also take like student loans, it's dropping. If your credit score is not at like a respectable rate, that's dropping as well. So
what's a respectable rate though? Just to I
think that's dependent from lender to lender. Like different lenders have different kind of like things where they're like, okay, that's cool, that's not cool. But each one of us can be earning £30,000, and every single one of us can have a different affordability rate from the lender. So it could come back at me at like 110, come back at Junior at like 120, come back at Emmanuel at 115, come back at Akin at like 136. Do you know what I mean? Like we all have different things, and it's literally dependent on our financial situations. So obviously now we know that we can now borrow £135 from a mortgage lender. And let's say we have our 10% deposit. Let's still think about this 35. What was it? 35? No, £350,000.
£350,000.
Okay, so we need.
You're being realistic. You're living in a box. You're gonna end up living in a box.
I'm not gonna lie. What? So this German outside is putting down my mortgage affordability.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Hey! all because I want to look nice while I'm driving. All because I want to go fast. Alright, the game's rigged, man. They don't tell you this, you know. They don't tell you this, fam. They just say, "Oh, you look, you know, AK will be sending you
look nice.
You can do this. You can look nice.
Good.
This German will fit you. This Ford Coupe will fit you." And I'm like, yeah, like an idiot. I went for it. Actually, you're causing me money. You cause me money.
So this guy's trying to blame me now, yeah? Calm.
Hey.
Calm.
Oh gosh.
When you get your house, you're gonna give me a room in your house as well, yeah?
Okay, so let's say, for example, you've got your 10% deposit, because as a first-time buyer, you can put down like 10% deposit. So with the £350,000 house in mind, that will be £35,000 deposit as 10%. If you add that 10% onto the money that you're eligible to borrow, it now totals up to £170,000. That's all you can afford, bro. Like, so you still need to fork out. How much is 171 sec? My maths is atrocious.
Nah, don't worry, it's fine. You're a property specialist.
Bro,
wait, why am I paying £35?
You need more than half to cover the rest of the house.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro. You need more than you need 180 grand or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need 180 grand. And the average person.
Anyway, why is it taking you that long to get to 100?
No, do you know what it is? Because I put £17.
Nah, she said man said a strong point, man. Leave her, bro. Don't be a bully, man.
Don't get me wrong though, I got A in GCSE, but then after that it went downhill. It went absolutely downhill. But yeah, so you're still gonna need £180,000. So this is what I always say, look at your affordability first, and then you can now start looking at properties in your price range. So if you can borrow £135,000, then kind of like keep around that mark. I'd probably say add on like another like 15k, I suppose, for like a deposit.
Only?
I can't lie, this is sounding like bad vibes.
15 to 20k for a deposit, and then you could be looking at like an £150,000 house. It just depends, like how the more deposit you put down, the better it will be for you.
This is bad vibes. This is bad vibes, man.
What do you call this mortgage affordability? This thing is rigged.
It is bad vibes, but it's needed. If you don't have it, you're gonna go to.
Boris was saying he wants this generation to be a generation that buys, bro. Not at this rate.
No, the reason why he's saying that is because he wants everyone to buy these new build properties. These new build properties are significantly smaller and they're actually overpriced. And and for what you guys will probably be using would be like the government help to buy schemes. You can only get new builds on those schemes, and they would also benefit property developers, the ones that are actually building these new build homes. So it's just putting money back into the economy. That's why he's just like, yeah, I want you guys to, be a generation of buying. He just wants money, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so when you do mortgage affordability, can we do it with the Help to Buy scheme? If you can kind of explain about the Help to Buy scheme.
Okay, so the Help to Buy schemes, I think everyone just needs to be clear that like it's not one thing, like it's a scheme. So there's different things that like come with the Help to Buy. So you've got the Help to Buy ISA, which you actually can't sign up for anymore, but if you already have it, you can still use it. Sorry, do you know me? I'm getting a call and it's coming through my iPad. So sorry.
Yeah, no, it's good. iPad.
What's
You and I can got the same one, yeah.
Bro, have you man not got iPads as well?
The iPad buddy.
It's not about us. It's not about us. It's about iPad gang over there.
Quick conjecture though, but my guy Junior, did you see the Man U score, fam?
Nah, I haven't still,
bro. Have a look. It's crazy.
Oh my god,
bro, it's crazy.
What is it? 'Cause
9-0.
Bro,
9-0 to who? To
United.
If only that was against them, I would be dancing. I said, God, you defeated my enemies. But anyway, shut up.
Wait. 9, like as in Man, you've got 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's calm.
Man U fan.
Oh.
No, but I know that if my boyfriend hears at 9-0 and the 0 is on Man U's side, he's gone to bed already.
Don't come for you tonight. No FaceTime for you tonight. Straight to bed.
Babe, I got a migraine. I'm just sleeping.
No.
You're talking too loud.
Oh. Okay, you man, just to go back in it. But okay, so Help to Buy scheme, mortgage affordability. So you said that there's different ISAs, right?
No, it's not different ISAs, there's different schemes within the Help to Buy. So like the Help to Buy scheme is to help people get on the property ladder. So you've got like the Help to Buy ISA, which is where like you top in money and the government give you like, I think it's like a 25% like bonus at the end. Then you've also got like the equity loan. That's a bit more complicated and we'll get into that. Then you've got shared ownership, and then you've also got, there's a new one that's come out. I can't remember what it is. I'm not gonna lie. It was a new one that probably, this is all under Help to Buy. Yes, you got Help to Buy equity loan, Help to Buy ISA, which is scrapped, and then Help to Buy like shared ownership. I prefer shared ownership out of the equity loan and the shared. Out of the equity loan and the shared ownership, I prefer the shared ownership.
Serious?
That's just me personally. It's me personally because I just prefer it. But I'm not in a position.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask you to explain about shared ownership because right now I kind of hear bad connotations because I'm just thinking, why am I paying a mortgage and then I'm paying rent on top? Because
is that basically what it is?
Fam,
So you're paying.
Go on, Hailee.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you go.
You're paying. You're effectively taking a mortgage out on a portion of the house. So let's say the house is £100,000. If you wanted to do a shared ownership, you would do a share of that house. So let's say like you did, it's a 50-50 split between you and the housing association. So you now own 50% of that. So then you would take a mortgage out on £50,000 worth of that house. So like, let's say you did like a 10% deposit, your deposit would actually only be 5k. So that's your deposit done. So then you're just getting a mortgage of £50,000. Now you'd have to pay those mortgage repayments. It wouldn't be that much. It'd probably be like around like late like 100s, early 200s, around that mark. Depends on like your affordability and all of that and your interest, and there's quite a few things that go into like what your mortgage payments look like. Then the housing association will require you to pay rent. It'll be a discounted rent rate, however I'm saying that. So it wouldn't be like your 900, 800. It will be significantly lower. and that would be added onto your like monthly payments. And then because it is a new build and the housing association do own it, you will need to pay service charge on top of that as well. So realistically,
this is basically like council flats, bruv.
It's not council flats, but because it's not council flats, but I get where you're coming from, because when I first heard it, and I was like, "Isn't this his right to buy?"
Because you don't
scheme as well.
Because okay, so with this shared ownership, I take this mortgage out. Once I finish paying my half of the mortgage, what happens to the house?
Like, so you go through a process called like staircasing with shared ownership. So you go through a process where like you increase the share that you own on the house to eventually then owning the house. But I think if you don't do it within like a specific amount of time, the interest rate is disgusting. Like you're paying quite a lot of money. Yeah, so it can be a little bit tight. And I know that from speaking to a lot of different mortgage advisors, they always say that if you can just save up your money and buy your own house, just buy your own house. Like, because effectively, like, it is a housing association house. The government do own it.
That's what I'm saying.
So you like all of these like different government schemes, like the government own it. Like it is a government owned. It's not yours. A government owned property. It's not yours. But obviously, like they are just trying to help you onto the home ownership process. And also with like owning your own, in comparison to like using these government schemes, you can't do the whole like renting the property out. Like that's yours to live in. So if you're doing this now to do property investment, you got another thing coming, you're not doing it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like with this home, you're not owning the home. So is it like based on a time period? Like is it like after 5 to 10 years, then the house is solely mine?
Honestly, it all depends on like your agreement, like what your agreement is. I can't say that, like I can't really give a time period on like when you're going to own that home, because it literally is dependent on like what you've agreed with that particular like shared ownership company, because some different companies have different things, depends on your share, depends on all them kind of things as well. So yeah, I can't really like speak on that. But like I always say with like all these things, yeah, like always go to like a mortgage advisor. Like I'm not a mortgage advisor, so no one should come and fight me, because I'm really not. Do you know what I mean?
With a disclaimer, this is not professional.
Yeah, this is not me.
This is not. Sorry,
I'm just your friendly advisor.
Nah, for real. This is actually
from
just
Birmingham.
Advisor. No, yeah, from Birmingham. So if you want to take it or leave it.
Okay,
it's not even just my opinion.
Okay.
Everyone should just go open their pot and just start putting your £1, £2 away. You know, hopefully it turns into 100k for deposit.
But mortgage affordability. That I don't know. We kind of gone past that, but mortgage affordability done now. Yeah, still trying to buy this 350k house, but I can't afford it. So what I'd have to do is come up with the money somehow, somewhere.
Or you can go through the government schemes, but I'd always just recommend just to, and like if you really want to move out right now and you're living in London and you can't afford that price, like I would definitely recommend, and you do want to like move into like a house, you want to eventually own it, then, and that's your only option, then cool, like you can go for the different government schemes like shared ownership. But like if you're in a position where you really want to move out, and like let's say for example you've left uni, you've come back home, it's lockdown, your parents are pissing you off differently, you've got a really, really bad relationship with your parents that you need to move out, like there's nothing stopping you from renting. Like I feel like some people have this like negative connotation with renting. Renting is okay, like renting is actually okay. Ownership is not the only way. I'm just here to teach people about if they want to own, this is what you can do to own, but renting is okay. Like renting, like for example, I know plenty of property investors that actually don't actually own their own house that they live in. Like they own homes, but they don't live in them. They actually live in a rented accommodation, but they just, anything that they own, they rent it out, and it's just giving them like capital growth over a number of years, and it's giving them like that consistent income. So it's okay. And some people don't like to stay in one place. Like if you're, as Emmanuel said before, like if you want to live that fast life, why are you gonna buy a house?
Busybody. That's what we call them. Busybody. Where are you going?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're living if you're in London 1 month because you're working on a job, then your job requires you to be in Dubai, then it requires you to be in Canada, requires you to be in Australia. Where's your house gonna be? Like, do you have a home? Do you have somewhere stable? If you're constantly on the go, like, why are you going to buy a house? It doesn't make any sense. If you want to buy a house, rent it out, then cool, that's an investment. But if you're buying a house to live in it and you're constantly on the go, me personally, I don't see the point in that. I personally would rent.
Let me be on the go. Let my house be there. Let me be on the go.
No, but Iman, why do you have such a bad view on renting though? Like, what's
my take on it?
Yeah, what's your take on it?
For me, disclaimer for me, guys.
everybody loves to add the.
Yeah, it's just my opinion. Renting for me doesn't make sense. It's like there's nothing wrong with my living situation. In terms of with my profession right now currently is close proximity, you know. If circumstances, like when we were at uni, fam, I didn't have property in Coventry, I had to rent, you know. Like if circumstances made it be that I had to rent, of course I'm gonna rent. So yeah, I'm not a fool. Like, but if I can do without renting, I will do without renting, because it's just like, why am I paying for shelter when I already have shelter that is owned by my parents? Like, because I want to move into a property that I own. I don't want to move into a property that somebody else owns. Like, it's just not mine. I can't fully be 100% comfortable in something that is not mine. Do you get that? If I'm renting now and I want to be, you know, doing DIY or whatnot, I've got to go take permission from landlord. Like, they'll tell you no nails, no dogs, no... Bro, like, I want the freedom to do what I want in my house. Do you get? That's just how I want to live my life, innit? I'm not against anyone.
But is that because of your, like, personal situation? Like, as you said before, like, you're comfortable at your parents' house now, and then you're gonna stay there until you feel like you can afford.
If situations change, innit? Like, if I got the call from DXB, baby, I'm out, I'm running, baby. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm very comfortable in my situation. Even if the opportunity came for me to move out and rent, I probably wouldn't. Just because I know I could be using that money to be putting away for a deposit. Like, there is a deposit pot, do you get? So I can be putting money into that, you know, instead of spending it on rent.
On the topic of deposits, do you guys feel like you're ready to save for your deposits? Do you feel the type of way about saving? Do you just think that's something that I'm going to do later on? Do you save for your deposits right now? Junior, I don't know if you're in a different position, because obviously Men's a fiance now, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I'm saving, but
different situation.
The way that it's looking peak. just because, yeah, like, obviously, of course, I'm saving and all that. Bro, man's looking at bro, you said 10%. Like, Jesus. Like, even then, I'll probably use Help to Buy, innit? I'm thinking of Help to Buy, maybe 5%, whatever, do whatever. But even then, you gotta have. Once you even get the house, that's not even enough. You don't have bed. You don't have TV. you don't have couch. So deposit. So let's say deposit. If you do 5%, let's say it's like what? Let's say 15 to 25K. Yeah.
For your 350.
It's 17.5, isn't it?
17.5, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I also want to make you aware, Julian, that with the current market, like 5% are a little bit tight right now.
Yeah. Of course.
So
yeah,
I would always kind of like plan for 10 and above. Don't plan for 5, because what you don't want to do is feel like, yeah, I'm ready, and then you get slapped back down. Do you know what I mean? So always try and oversave.
Oh yeah,
she's just saying, get your money up, son.
Real. No, don't worry.
Get your paper up.
We doing that. We doing that, girl. We doing that. We tried, yeah. We tried. But okay, so let's say, say 20K. Yeah, you got 20K now. You're trying to go. even then, furnishing that house, how much that, what? Maybe like 5 racks? Is that too much?
It depends. Like, does it need a refurb? Is it
Bro,
exactly?
No,
what
it's
you
like
want?
a new build. Yeah,
Well,
it's
as
a
in
new build.
The
Then,
new
yeah,
builder
like,
will
you
have
just
some
need
things in there as
furniture.
well.
like,
Okay, let's say 3K. Yeah, that's 20. That's 23.
fam, yeah, you're going up, fam. It's more than 5K because even your
You
new
can
build will
spend
come with
5K
like,
on the couch.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay,
it'll
on
be
just the
junior,
couch.
like
You want that nice
decorating.
mattress.
This is
You know
what you put on your this is what you put on the wedding list, innit?
What?
On your present list.
Yeah,
Babes, we put in bed.
what I'll say,
Yeah.
you have your instant necessities and others you build up. Because if you get a crib, for example, you're not trying to have it look as if it's your dream house instantly. Let's say you're realistic,
Yeah.
I need 15K to do all this.
Yeah, no, but you man, this is crazy.
For example, it wouldn't make
It's a
sense for
work
you to
in
start
progress,
putting couches and you guys haven't got a
yeah,
bench.
yeah, of course.
So
of
you
course,
take
of
care of
course.
what you need to take care of first, and then you slowly take care of the main things, and then others you can do as you're staying in that house, because it's not
when
you're
we
trying
went
to leave in
to
the next year.
You know that New Year's where we like last year, New Year's when they just moved in, they had that
Yeah.
no, yeah, it's something like that. You probably get something like that. But okay, cool. Let's say 8 racks. Is 8 racks okay with everybody? Is that okay? Come on, consensus. 8 racks.
8 racks for what?
We're just gonna say yes, but
Oh
No,
okay.
no, don't scare him, guys. Don't
No. I
No,
need to
Junior,
do
realistically,
you can
if you want to
you
redo
can
your
furnish your
house,
property for that. It's not redoing.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
it's
you
a new
could.
build, like it's there.
No,
but I want a nice TV.
Guys, we worked in IKEA. We know,
Bro, you can get a
with
decent TV. Don't count the TV in the
racks,
furnishing cost.
with 8 racks, you can do your crib in it.
Oh yeah,
At
no,
IKEA.
it's true. But
Brother,
IKEA, innit?
That's what I'm saying. At IKEA, you can do your crib for 8 racks.
Yeah.
Bro, I would even
B&M.
come and
No
give you
one
a
sleep on
2K
B&M,
kitchen.
you know, and the range.
Bro, fam, but if you
Bro, I
want,
might have to get a plug
sometimes
there, you know.
Bro, listen. First of all, don't forget, obviously, some of the man we have connects. We got the mirror slabs there and that, and Sergey and that. We do certain things that will help.
Hey, you know, certain man said, yeah, that
You got
I
Emir
know
and
someone
the
that
man
can
there.
furnish, that can do your crib for less than 1K, but you'll be itching.
You know how true that is.
Hey,
Nah,
okay,
that's
cool.
very funny, fam.
All right, so let's
That's
say I got 20K. Let's say 8 racks of furnishing, yeah. Even then, you'd have to have a couple months of mortgage, yeah, just because you never know what life is. So let's say you have maybe 3 months. I don't know how much it is. To me, it just sounds like basically you need like 37 to 40K to be okay starting the home
Well,
crib.
I also want to point out, guys, one thing that we missed out was all the additional costs that come with the home buying
actually
process,
buy
like the
stamp
solicitor
duty.
fees. No,
Solicitor
it depends with stamp
Oh
duty.
yeah,
It's
no,
your
for
first
first
time
property.
purchase.
Oh yeah. If it's,
So I think it's
Solicitors?
under. Is it
But I
under
swear-
350 or something like that? That's the threshold. Like if you buy a
But-
property under 350, then you don't get
But
stamp duty, something like that.
But the property he said is 350.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
pay.
so it
you might
comes. But
pay
if
stamp
it's
duty, bro.
350 and one, then you're paying stamp duty, boy. But remember,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
paying stamp duty on what is over the threshold, not.
Oh,
like,
okay,
the
you're
whole
good
thing.
then.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's cool.
I can't lie. It seems like you need like at least 40 racks to be okay starting your own house, though.
I was overhearing a
Maybe
conversation.
Maybe 30.
I was overhearing a conversation at work, and they were talking about the area that I went to go deliver something. That the houses were nice, innit? Like new area in Chelmsford, yeah. Bayview or Bellevue or something like this, yeah. Like,
Homes, yeah.
bro, like private community, like France, pink, yeah. And then the guy was just like, oh, just going around there just makes me, you know, I hate my life, you know, like me and my girl. it was just
Man's
like
right.
me and my girl saved 18 months. So see where we are, yeah? Like, Mike. You saved. I said you saved for 18 months, cuz for your first crib. He was like, yeah, mate.
That's not that long. Some people saving longer.
That's not a long time, you know.
Yeah, but it was talking about like the area that he lives in. I don't know.
No, but you know, this is bad vibes.
Junior's like,
Man brought Hailee on to give us more insight. Like, she just made me think, what the hell is this? What's this for?
No. Okay.
Look at the way
no.
that my man's heart is
Shall we
beating
talk
like
about
this.
how we can get on the property? Okay, if you like property and you're interested in property investment, there are things that you can do to like boost your cash flow to still kind of like stay within that and maybe be able to like acquire property in easier ways. So like one thing that I stress as well, because I get a lot of young people like coming to me that are like still in uni or like just finished uni. Like when you're in uni, the amount of people that you know, Mr. Emmanuel, you can relate to this. The amount of people that you know, yeah, you can actually do your own like tenancy finding service. So like landlords, one biggest fear of landlords is having their property empty. So like one thing that we all could have utilized whilst we were at uni was actually like getting tenants to fill their property. So like reaching out to landlords and saying, you know what, I know set amount of people, I can get these people into your properties, and then landlords charge you a fee. You can even get landlords to charge you a fee for showing tenants like around the property, and then it gives you a feel for like what the standard of properties that like people like us like. Obviously, we know what we liked in uni and it, but there were other people that we know that were living in some really scary conditions.
Oh boy.
So
bruv.
like it also gets our brain thinking, it also gets our mind working. If you want to get this property investment, these are the standards that are going, like these are the type of properties that are going first, the type of properties that are going last. Like even just an example, like properties with en suites will go faster than properties without en suites. I mean, like the house that you guys stayed in, I know that's gone up in value because they put in the two smaller bathrooms. Do you know what I mean?
You know, they've even done it up again.
Swear, because that house is massive. Like it is so
they're
big.
chopping, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, whoever that landlord is, I can't lie. That landlord is doing bits.
But do you know what? They were ready. You see that house for them again as an investment because they're both doctors, innit? So they've been retired before we even came to the crib, bro.
Yeah.
Like they were just chopping.
What was it? A care home before? Was it a care home?
It was.
I think it was. You know.
I think was it a care home, nursing home, same thing, innit?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that I can't like that house in the dark used to give me the creeps. Boy, like you know, you just feel like there's something just in the thing, like because you know your garden was big, and I was always just there like.
I mean, we never even stayed in the garden that much.
Yeah, 1-2 times that they came and done it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that garden was scary, boy.
What did you still not come to the house though?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I had part-time residency at that house, boy.
I'm stupid. I'm
another one that needs to pay rent, backdated rent.
Oh, okay. So both of you and I can backdate your rent.
I owe you guys money.
But our house was the spot, man. But yeah, no, that's calm still. What's it? So okay. I've calmed down a bit, you know.
No, but do you know what it is? Yeah, I think
just take a cup of tea, Junior. Just have a cup of tea, bro.
Bro,
you need to cool down, relax your nerves,
bro.
I think it's a question of you want a house. I'm guessing, right, Junior?
Of course. Where am I gonna put my dog and my kids? My wife.
This is my thing. This is my thing. This is my thing. My guy, forget the dog for now. Get out.
Yeah, his priorities.
Bro, your priorities are fried. This guy's thinking about a dog. Nigga, you want somewhere to live or what? Forget your childhood dreams. You're a man now.
This is what I'm saying though, yeah. It's like
about childhood dreams of having a dog, bro. When I was a child, I used to have reason as a child. When I grew up, I put away childish things. Forget that.
Oh, you quote scripture to me now, huh? All right.
Yes. Bro, that dog would deter you from grabbing deposit again on top, fam. Dogs ain't cheap, you know.
I don't care, I want one. But Iman, go on.
This is what I'm saying now, yeah. Is the reason why you want property, is it for investment or you just want somewhere to live?
For now, it's somewhere. I don't. You know that property investment thing. I've got to read up to it. I'll maybe one day in it. I don't know if this is in it.
And this is why I feel like probably I understand why renting for you is not a problem, because like if it was of an invested nature, then some people won't see the problem as you look at that. If we're using that 30k example, and then you want a house of 350, but you realize that what you can afford right now is 130 or whatever, or 170, we came out at the end. That's what you can afford. You take that house, or maybe you punch a bit, and then a couple years down the line, you might get a remortgage, get some money back. You might have more of a deposit to go again on another property. Do you get?
Yeah.
But if you're not, if you don't really see investing in property like that, you might be looking for property now, and then maybe when your kids have moved out of the house, I don't know. But if it's not of an invested nature, you might just be a bit reluctant to part with that cash and actually get your.
I'm definitely probably looking to buy, of course, but it's one of them ones. It's kind of different for me, innit? My situation's kind of different to everyone else's, isn't it? But it's good to be able to buy with someone else. But
I might look homeless, but I won't be.
You waste, man. Okay,
this guy wants a dog so that he can be there asking for money on the side, like, you have the dog as a companion, fam. Don't worry, bro. Forget the dog for now, bro.
Okay.
I just saw I just saw a page on Insta busking for Christ or something like that, bro.
I allow it. Hailee, what was the extra cost that you was just about to say?
No, I was just going to go through the additional costs because I was going through my emails of when, because for those people that don't know, I actually was in the process of buying my own house and then it fell through. So I can still talk about like the experience of like buying an actual property.
Yeah, do that, please.
Hey, what? No, wait.
I was going to say,
you got house buying money.
I told you guys I saved up for my deposit.
Yeah, she did that as well.
Hey, Hailee, your head looking mad nice in this light,
This guy's a wasteland.
You have no shame.
Shut up.
You have no shame.
Shut up.
A man with no honor.
This guy's got no shit. No, honestly, where's your honor?
Hailee, don't mind him, man. You're looking kind of sweet.
Alright, Iman, don't even ask me to take this off, bro. I'm leaving this in, bro. Please. Our house, man, loses everything.
Yeah, Rose.
You know what I was going to say, bro, do you have oil? Put it back in your trunk. Put your cock back in your I was screaming. So Hailee, please.
Touch on the house buying process. So you go on Rightmove, Zoopla, whatever, you find a property, you like it. Let's say you view it. I always recommend viewing it 2 or 3 times because when you see it, a lot of the time, like you see it on emotion, like you see things that you want to see. So when you go and view it a couple of times, you start seeing like the mildew on the wall or just little things like that. Like you just think, okay, cool, whatever. Another thing I always recommend is always just sitting outside of the property once you've gone for your house viewing and looking at the surroundings, looking at the people that live on the road, because I actually saw a house one time and the road opposite it, a homeless person just walked right into it and I was like, no. So we ain't gonna do that.
Street.
Like it's not my property, but I'm not living on a road like that. Also to bear in mind, guys, this is not a property for me to live in. I'm perfectly fine at home. Me and my parents are like best friends, so I'm not moving out anytime soon. This is for investment. As well as that, so once you find a property that you like, you call up the estate agent and you just say, I'd like to make an offer on the house for a set amount. I don't mind giving figures here. I think it was on for like 115 and I put an offer in for like 111.
How many beds?
It was a 2-bedroom masonette.
For 115?
Yeah, and it wasn't like new, but it still had that kind of like new build look-ish. It was actually really nice. I don't actually have a picture of it, but if I find a picture, I'll send it to you guys.
Why London? Why Why couldn't the
Essex.
people of my love be situated in Birmingham, Manchester? I don't know.
Yeah, so I put an offer in. What they do, they say, okay, cool, and then they just send you a letter. I don't know if this will come up on the screen, but it literally just, can you guys see the letter? It
Yeah,
literally just
we
says
can see
like,
it.
congratulations, blah 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 blah. Your offer has been accepted for 111 for set address. And then it just tells you that what you need to do now. So you need to do like your legal work and your searches, and then it just goes through some nonsense. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really read all of that.
Wait, can you tell us what the deposit was?
This is the property person, you know. She said that she
Yeah,
didn't
so it was 10%, so it was at 11,000.
Damn. That is so cheap, bro. What the hell?
Junior, they're like, I'll be in my house right now.
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm just trying to win that tramway thing, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
bro.
So then,
Like
once you do that, guys,
Mm-hmm.
one thing that okay, let's say for example, there's bare people at the house who like you can hear people saying, "Oh my God, I'm going to put an offer down." One thing that estate agents really, really want from you is to have your agreement in principle ready, or your mortgage in principle, however, decision in principle, however it's stated. It's the same thing. They want you to have that ready because that means that you're a serious buyer. They would also pretty much like you to already have a solicitor that you've got in mind. You don't have to go with that solicitor, but they will email you for a solicitor. So like if I go through my emails, like I can literally see the guy saying, hello, hi, what's the name of your solicitor? Because you have to do it kind of pronto.
Yeah.
You can just send them whoever, but then if you want to change it after, you can change it after, but they just want on record just so that they can start their process. And then you get the conveyancing costs, and that's where I wanted to actually throw up, because I knew that they were going to be expensive, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. Because I had
Conveyances.
Yeah, conveyance. I can't never say that word. But if you want like a breakdown, I've actually got a post on my Instagram of like conveyancing fees and what it's all gonna be and all of that.
That humble plug, fam.
Yeah, because I was buying a masonette, it's technically a leasehold, so it's a bit like a flat. So like from face value, it will look like a house, but obviously when you open the front door, it will go straight up to stairs, and then it will just be like all on one level. So it was a leasehold. So with leasehold, you actually have a leasehold fee in your conveyancing costs. So you had like the legal fees, and my legal fees were 654. Then I had like my leasehold fees, which was 180. Then you've got loads of different fees added onto that. So you've actually got a Help to Buy ISA fee. So you do get charged for using your Help to Buy ISA.
How much?
That was £60.
That's
You get
that's small
stamp duty return fee, which is a bit cheeky. You get acting for lender on your purchase fee, case management fee, digital archiving fee. If you get a gifted deposit, then you get a gifted deposit fee. And then you get the disbursements, which is something that you can't avoid. Like every property needs this. So you get like your search pack, so like a bankruptcy search, land registry fee search. If you had stamp duty, this is where you pay stamp duty, and stuff like that. Like all of that's included. So my total cost, bearing in mind, I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty cheap. It was £1,594 that I now need to also include. That's not including my deposit. So that's something that I need on top of my deposit that I need to give to my solicitors.
But you would have had to pay like 13K.
Huh?
You would have had to pay like 13K.
Yeah. Like around that mark, and that's just kind of like upfront. Also to let you guys know, you do not pay that deposit money until the sale like has been I think like a couple of weeks before completion. So like if you don't have, no, you do need to show that you do have that money in your account, but if you ever wanted to add more in, like you can actually give them more, because the house buying process doesn't take like a week. It can take up to like 3, maybe 6 months, like around that kind of time period. So you can keep saving, but I'd always recommend just to save for like all the additional costs included as well as furniture, and as well as a couple rainy days of like mortgage fees as well, because you don't know what's going to happen.
So
You also
see,
need to
even
include
with
in your insurance as well. Sorry.
I was even gonna say,
this life just takes and takes and takes.
She was just listing all of these things, yeah, like it was not ending. I was gonna say, you see, there was talk of an issue of part of your deposit being gifted.
Yeah.
So if you didn't save for that money, but that money was given to you, what's the deal with that now?
Okay, so I believe that everything is all back and running. Because I also want to mention that my parents are willing to give me a little bit more to decrease my mortgage payments. Because obviously the higher deposit you put in, obviously it means that the lower your payments would be. So they were just like, if you want me to add money in, like they'll add money in. If I ever wanted to, like, if they wanted to add money in, and then I keep some of that money for myself, if I wanted to like use that money for furniture, they were willing to do that as well. But what happens is you do need to get your parents to sign a letter. So your mortgage lender should send you a letter, and it's like a template, and then my mum literally just signed it. And it was kind of just like she'd be giving me like set amount, and it'd be coming from hers, and she does not want it back. That's the whole point of a gifted deposit. Your parents don't want the money back. If your parents want the money back and you have that between yourselves, that's cool. But on the letter, it needs to say that you do not want this money back.
So if the money was just sitting...
was the one.
No, so I was going to say, like, if I don't sign this letter, or if I don't declare, so my parents just can't transfer me 10K and I just say as my deposit.
I think that is slightly different, because they will ask you like, where did this money come from? Because they do look at your savings, and they do look at like where it's coming from. So like all my savings were from my wages. So like, unfortunately, I don't have like a side business. I don't really do anything on the side. Like my workshops were going to be something that I used as a side income, but Corona came and just effed that up. So I currently don't own anything. I don't make any more money on the side. But again, like they will look at like where your money is coming from, because I did think that when Nationwide didn't want to let us do gifted deposits anymore. Okay, it wasn't that they didn't want to let you do it, but it was like you needed to have 75% of the money yourself, and whoever's gifting it to you could only give you 25%. So that was another issue as well. That was another issue for me.
That just with Nationwide.
That was just with Nationwide. Yeah, so that they scrapped that, but I think I haven't checked it recently, but I think they would have like taken that off now, because it was just to relieve the pressure, because they were getting a lot of first-time buyers just like coming in, a lot of 90% mortgages coming in, and typically 90% mortgages would be people that have like lower deposits to put down. So yeah, that they kind of knew that the bank of mum and dad would be used. So they wanted to kind of like make them people wait a little bit, because the money wasn't really going anywhere for them. Yeah.
Bad vibes, man.
But I don't want anyone to be like put off by the home buying process.
How can you not expect us to be put off when you're just telling us charges?
You tell somebody they have 6 months to live and you don't want them to be scared?
Okay, can we have this debate, guys? Can we have this debate real quick?
So wait, just a quick thing. F the government, F Boris Johnson.
I like my beer.
Oh, hey! I'm so sorry, but fam, this is sounding mad. But okay, go on, Hailee, please. Finish me some more. No, go take it. My life is in your hands. Finish it.
What is your guys' beef with moving outside of London, Essex side? Like,
no,
you guys know that you guys is holding you guys by the neck. Okay, I just want to say this. I don't want anyone to attack me, but I really feel like sometimes you Londoners, Essex people, you live in London and you think that London is the UK. Like there is actually other places in the UK.
Forget about London.
Forget about London.
There is other places that you can move. Like I've always lived in Birmingham my whole life. I'm not Suffolk.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
remember,
suffering.
guys, she's an outsider, man. She doesn't know what it's like on the other side of the wall, bro.
Yeah, man.
She
So
lives
why
in London every
Bro,
single month without fail.
How can you
No, you know what though?
You can't even get in.
You know what though? It's not London. Trust me. Like I do not want to live near London. I don't mind where I am now, but London, I hate London in terms of
Yeah, it's not even London.
can't drive. Like I want to drive in peace. Like have my roads to drive on. Like too congested in London.
Is mad.
Yeah, that's why. And bro, you not see A406 congestion. The ULEZ is expanding.
ULEZ
Man,
is
they're
going there.
moving mad. So I'm good
September.
with Essex. I'm good with Essex. Even when I was looking now, I was looking at Essex, I was looking at Kent, I was looking in like Luton, I was looking at Milton Keynes. But then when I was deep in Luton and Milton Keynes, I was like, damn, I said my family, my friends, they in Grays, man.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Is it family and friends that are like making you not want to move? Like a bit further out, like
that's the only thing. Family and friends.
Yeah.
Bro. Like obviously transport links are good. You can always come into London on train. From Birmingham, there's the trains, but family and friends.
HS2's coming soon, boy. Film.
How am us man gonna link up and do a pod in 5 years' time if I'm in Luton?
Bro,
you're doing the journey.
Gonna be stopped.
You charge that to BP, bro. You charge it to BP, bro. This one you don't charge it to the game. You just charge it to BP. You will make that journey.
I do feel like when it comes to stuff like that, like you can't say that word, prioritize your time. Like you guys know that every 2 seconds I'm in London, but I prioritize my time. Like I don't have any family in London. I have like my friends. I have my partner in London, but at the same time, I have to prioritize my time. Like
Do you train it or do you drive?
Normally, I get trained, but recently I've been driving down only because my friend got me like this parking permit thing where I can park anywhere because of COVID.
Ooh,
but you know what? I don't think I should break this out because I'm not meant to have it.
Yeah,
screaming.
It's a bit of a should have told us that.
Not
gonna lie, man. They be giving out fines for it's like that. I might have to F around giving you a number plate. hey, what's my reward? What's my reward?
You gonna give me a share of that house you're trying to grab? Because I'm gonna need
I've got some information.
No, I'm no longer 66 plate now, so you guys don't know my new reg. So
I know your new reg. You definitely showed me.
Don't worry about that, bro.
We got that.
You definitely showed me, Hailee, because you're asking us, man, about what our opinions
we can easily get our hands on. Don't worry
about that.
I
was asking you like what car I should get, wasn't I?
Exactly. We definitely got that info.
We got that.
I need to start talking to you guys, you know.
We should have pretended like saying we didn't know, you know.
About me, huh?
We should have pretended like we didn't know, like, oh yeah, it's true, you know. We don't know.
It's actually
just let her go and say, yeah.
She'll wake up in the morning. She'll just wake up in the morning. Guys, where's my car? Fam.
Yeah. Where's my car? You know, there was people doing the post like, guys, my car's gone missing. Can you repost this to help me find it? You don't know you're
chill, man.
It was last seen outside my room.
I chill, you man, chill, but that's a sensitive topic. But yeah, no, Hailee.
Get a wheel lock.
All of us, man. Especially all of us, man. We don't mind moving out, innit? I think it's just family that keeps us here, innit? Family, friends, and that.
Yeah.
Think for yourself. Ain't nobody keeping me locked down.
What? No, okay, so what? Would you move north?
I would. I could for a time, but I don't know.
You remember, like with Emmanuel can settle himself anywhere. I feel like Emmanuel's got the personality, where he will be fine anywhere. Like you can dash him in Wales. This guy will have 100 sheep friends. Do you know what I mean? Like you will make friends with sheep.
Emmanuel will become a shepherd.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like he's got that personality where like he just fits in. Where it's like, I don't know, but at the same time, I feel like as we're getting older, we're not doing all these like childish things that we weren't doing before. Like it's okay to move out. Like you are able to like meet a new community. You have to put yourself out there a little bit more. But I feel like it gets tight when you start to have kids. Like the kids thing is a big thing for me. Like when you start to have children, you need that family support.
And
so
that's
when
with
you're
me.
thinking about like,
that's what I'm thinking of. So I kind of have to be, not have to, but I can move out, but I want my kids to be able to come and see
close
my
enough.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abby's parents. I want my kids to, and if when I can email our kids, I want our kids to be together. I want even the rest of the man them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want my kids to be rocking with y'all kids.
Junior?
Bro, hey, AK, shut your dirty mouth. Shut your dirty ass up, man. You crazy or something? This guy's a waste, man. Bro, are they not gonna be mini?
We taking them to the NFL, baby.
Bro, bro, they're going to do that American football, man. But no, I understand. Okay, but hey,
Wait, is there more money in NFL than NBA?
No, NBA.
Depends,
NBA.
No, it depends,
NBA.
bro. Patrick Mahomes, 500 mil, basically just.
Yeah, but that's only one guy. Remember, some scrubs are getting max contracts.
You are in it.
Not scrubs, but some average guys are getting max contracts. So
shout out to Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, real talk. Hailee. So what places would you recommend? Like Luton and Bedfordshire, is that not an alright place? I don't understand. Is that it doesn't?
Do you know what? I don't feel like I can talk on this because I've never looked at living outside of because no, I haven't looked outside of the Burns because like Burns is Burns. I've lived it all my life, but it's weird. I don't really see it as home. I would be open to moving.
Where's home then?
I don't know.
Jamaica.
Yeah. No, I don't know if I'd ever live in Jamaica. I'd love to buy a property in Jamaica and have it as like a holiday home, but I don't think I can see myself living there. I don't know where I see home. I really, really don't know. But that's why I'm more.
This is the one that was getting onto us for not wanting to leave London and Essex. Because we made a home here. Made a home here. That's why it's easy for you to talk. You ain't got no home.
But you know what it is? Yeah, like I say that, but then when it comes to the thought of me having kids, because that's like my dream. Like I just want to have a family. Like I really, really see the importance of living close to my family because just an example, like my cousin, like she's here and then we live like 10 minutes away from her, but her family, her main close family live in Jamaica still, and they're at a position where they can actually fly backwards and forwards. Like they literally fly to babysit the kid, but it's to the point where like not everyone's got that situation. Hey, I don't want to be in that situation.
We need to talk about the finances in this family of yours.
That's what I'm saying, right?
When I said fly to babysit,
where you people are mocking me? Ellie, you're glowing in this light.
All right, email. Back to your trousers.
Honestly, get your hand off your thing, man. All right?
No, you lot are doing too much. You're doing too much.
No, but bro, this is crazy.
But yeah, like I just want to be in a position where like my mom and my dad are close to me so that they can see my children. Like, oh my god, my battery's on 1%. Hey.
Oh my gosh! But the thing is, like, get your charger, quick, sharp.
One sec. It's charging, but it's just like I think because it's so hot.
Them ones.
Them ones. You know what's mad though? You said fly to babysit. Like say they're coming from Europe and that. Bro.
Yeah, but that's actually my uncle though. He does property investing. Like he does like commercials, so he builds like student accommodations, like like Callie's Court and that them type of places.
I said like Callie's Court,
But that's smart because that's like guaranteed, and you're always gonna have fees from
money.
Even in the pandemic.
Sorry guys, I feel like I don't know where my good charger is, like my proper one.
Oh, you been using them unbranded ones, huh?
I'm screaming. But I'm even seeing a crib, yeah. I'm looking in Luton, 385, fam.
Yeah? Or 3 bed.
Okay, it's a 4 bed, but I put 3 beds in for new homes, innit? And even then, it's not even coming. Like nothing's coming up, fam. You man, this is crazy. We have to proper do our due diligence, like.
Yeah.
This thing is because the thing is as well, for me, when I talk about renting and buying, of course I want to buy, of course I'm going to buy, but it's like I don't know where I actually want to live. Like I want to live in Essex, of course, but I don't want to. Like say I move to Luton, give me 3 years, God forbid, but I don't like it. I'm stuck until we raise another deposit and move, right? And then
No,
this one,
you've got to think about what term you're in. Because when you get a mortgage, you can either get it on like a 2-year fixed rate or a 5-year fixed rate. So if you break your contract within like that time, there are actually penalty fees, and then it just makes it a little bit more complicated just to move. You have to like remortgage, and it's all like a long process.
Yeah,
I'm actually talking to a mortgage advisor tomorrow about all of that, because that's a topic that I don't really feel like I'm as educated on. And I feel like when it comes to like, oh my God, like, yeah, like remortgaging, what happens like when you want to actually move, like you've been in a place for a couple of years and you're just thinking, I want out, or you're in a better position, you want to move because maybe your money's gone up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know too much about that. So that's what we're going to have a chat about. But it's going to be an episode, so we'll see how that goes.
Obviously, tune into Let's Talk Property. But even now, I'm seeing a place here. See, look at this here. Shared ownership, 330k, yeah, in Luton. So how it works is,
what's the share on it though?
Yeah, what's the share? Because that can be the share.
I'm telling you that 330. No, wait. Full price 330k. Shared ownership, 40% share, yeah. Shared ownership, 132,000. That's how much you'd have. Then
you
rent per month.
Own half the house,
bro. Rent per month 453. Service charge 36.
So you've got to add on. So okay, you've got 453. You got to add on the service charge, and then you've also got to add on your mortgage payments.
And it says after 1 year of ownership. Wait, look. After 1 year of ownership. Hey. What's it called? After 1 year of ownership, you are able to buy additional shares in increments of 10% until you own 100% of your home.
So in 6 years, you could own the home?
Yeah.
Oh, mortgage-wise. Still got to pay off the mortgage.
Yeah.
And what's mad, in that time, as you're earning more percentage of the mortgage, you're still paying rent.
You're still paying rent. That's insane, bruv.
Fam,
so what, 6 years of
scheme? What kind of government is this?
The Conservatives.
Hey, Hailee, you probably voted for them, innit?
Hey, chill, man. Don't do that.
She's one of them, bruv.
Don't do that.
You're a Republican.
I'm actually not, but
don't do that. I
can tell.
You can tell.
I can smell it from here.
Like I can see. Okay, a 3-bed in Luton, 310. That seems like an alright price.
Bro, that's still
calm.
New build. Bro, this thing is crazy, man. Honestly,
this whole housing thing.
You want to be out in Luton, though, bro?
See, bro, I'm an Essex boy. You think,
bro?
Bro? You know how much legwork I put on these streets of running.
I'm screaming.
I can let the racists win. But
no, bro, listen,
I gotta stay here. I gotta represent.
I earned my straps here, man. I ain't gonna let them run me out.
My key.
I ain't gonna let them price me out, man.
Honestly.
Another thing though, I was gonna actually mention though. Have you guys ever considered of kind of, getting like a place, that's kind of undervalued, and then just building it up?
Well, like an auction house.
Something like that, or where
it can be like a below market value house,
and then renovate it. Like I know people where they've got a house that's kind of bare, but they've spent like 12k on renovations, and the house is looking pretty decent.
Yeah, I think that honestly, that's one of the best strategies that you can do.
It probably works out best as long as you don't care, because they're like, listen, I can live here, and I just want to do nothing for a year, and then when everything's done, then I'll say, thank God for my new home, even though I've been living there for a year.
You know what? Yeah, I actually spoke to a girl yesterday. Her name is Gabby Mendez.
Hey,
she.
Baiting out people's houses.
She's an actual brand. Like her brand is even called like I am Gabby Mendez. She's so nice.
Okay.
She lives like up north, and she bought her first house with her partner. She's 25. Just to let you guys know, she's 25. Bought her first house with her partner.
Don't let me know.
I'm just showing you that it can be done, but obviously this is more up north rather than like London side.
Houses in Winterfell are a bit cheaper than houses in King's Landing, bro.
I'm fuming. No, but
Where?
leave
You guys are
him.
saying
Game
names,
of
it sounds
Thrones.
like Narnia. But
Game of
anyway,
Thrones,
yeah,
man, come on,
she
man.
did up her whole house. Like, she literally renovated the whole thing, and she got it to like how she wanted it to do. But she stressed that like she's still paying it off. Like, it's not something that like, you know,
Renovations are not cheap.
it's ideal. But at the end of the day, like, she got the house that she likes. It's gone up in significant value. You can remortgage, you can take that money out, but I always kind of like recommend just leave it in there for a little bit. Like, don't take it out straight away. But yeah, like it is long, but that is a really good investment strategy that a lot of people do. So it's called like buy, refurbish, and then refinance. A lot of people do that because they just buy some like mashup properties and then just transform them. But one like my biggest qualms with that is when investors do it and then it's still looking scary. Like, what did you spend your money on? Because now I still have to fix it up. Do you know how many houses I've been to see and it's actually been like a property that an investor has bought for even lower than what I'm buying it for, like done it up, is on the market to like resell, and it's still looking scary. Like a lot of investors.
How can Hailee say the house is looking? Imagine someone telling you your house is looking scary.
You know what I mean, bruv?
Sorry.
Yeah, a three bed detached house in Coventry or Kenilworth.
Junior's not letting this rest.
I'm just looking Kenilworth, yeah, or Kenilworth or whatever. I don't know where that is.
Kenilworth.
Yeah, 131k for a 3-bed detached.
Isn't that near Cov? Isn't that near side?
Oh, you was at a soft
Kenilworth for the nice side, you know.
Yeah, 258k for a place in Coventry, 3-bed semi-detached. 258k.
Hey, someone mute this girl's mic.
Like, I'm stupid. What did you say?
I said Emmanuel would know. Emmanuel, yeah, I've never known someone to travel up and down this country like Emmanuel does.
I'm screwed. Expose his ass, man. Are we on
man?
Get him, girl.
His car
Get him.
Like Emmanuel. Like,
real.
Do you want me to get you
mileage.
Hey, let's not talk about my car right now, man. That's a bit sensitive.
Wait, have you still got Ruby?
Oh.
She gone. Dead and gone. She gone.
Hey, Junior, you're bad.
She gone. But yeah,
you're not sensitive to my fame, my brother. You're not sensitive.
No, I didn't know. I really thought
it's just the lyric.
Yeah, no, I had an accident before Christmas.
There was a bereavement. You know what's so funny when people say that? Because everyone you tell says again, they make you sound like a bad driver, bro.
No, but you know what's scary though is that Emmanuel has driven every single one of my cars, so now you're never driving any of them.
The thing is, someone crashed into me.
Yeah, it's never his fault, to be honest. Well, thank God
it's never my fault.
But yeah, no. So no, that's all actually all good though. Like, obviously, it's time to look around, see what's out there, man. But this property journey is a bit scary though. But at least you've got people like you in the community that's trying to help anyway. We've feeding the knowledge and them things there. But we've got like 7 minutes.
If you ever want like something to like, what I am looking to do is do like more guides and stuff for people, especially like the first time buyer guides. If you want something like immediate, that Gabby Mendez girl, she actually does have a first time buyer guide. With like in collaboration with like a mortgage advisor, and I've heard really good things about it. But also make use of Clubhouse. Make use of Clubhouse, man.
Yeah, it's true. The first time
not just toxic stuff still going on. Get some education, y'all.
Dude, are you listening?
Bro, are you okay?
No more. Do you have oil? No more. Do you have?
Why do I see you in there too? Why are you in there?
I ain't there.
But y'all see each other there, huh?
Nope.
No, I actually big up one of my boys because he was the one who pressured me to go into Clubhouse. He was like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you not on there?" And for me, all I saw it was just like Twitter topics and all of that.
You should host your own thing on it, though.
You should,
your own thing on
it. It's the heart, and my mouth will start moving, and there's not even words coming out. But
no one can see you, though, man.
I know, but at the same time, it's like it is that confidence, and it's done because I've hosted my own events. Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna say you can do the workshops.
I have a podcast, so it's like, what's your problem? But I don't know, like sometimes it's like, like what should I do it on? But I did actually talk to one guy today about like working together on some stuff. So maybe that could be something that I do in the future, because I do want to get like a website up and running with like guides on there, like free guides and paid guides, and like workshops, like online workshops. Because one thing that I was doing was I was like, oh yeah, like after COVID, I'll do my workshops again. This ain't going away, so I might as well just adapt to like this new norm of like doing it online.
I was gonna say you should do Zooms.
I know. I've just been so anti-Zoom because like I just associate it with like uni and like online teaching right now.
Oh,
like do you know when you just say like, oh, I want to move away from this thing, but it is what we're doing now. So I just have to it is what it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to find ways of like networking through Zoom, because that's one thing I did like about my events. Like you all went away like knowing someone. So
yeah, no, that's brother.
there are ways around it.
Yeah, no, trust me. Even the way you started, you're doing big things anyway, man.
No, thank you.
People, bro, it's been less than a year, bro. Like you're above clubhouse rooms that you're in on the panels, bro. You deserve your flowers for that, man. Don't think anyone can tell you that you're not doing anything, bro. Like, look, even me, when I've been on your account, bro, I've messaged you. I've told you, bro, your account looks good. Like the branding looks serious. Like, it looks serious, and it's a good pod. So I suggest everyone should go and listen to that anyway. Regardless of whether we're gonna buy or not, man. But you know.
No, because like even on the podcast, like I do try and get like a mixture of people on there, so it's not always like property. Well, it's not property, but it's like things that you still need to do like before, like saving for your deposit and like getting your credit score right. Like that's all things that like is still part of your like property journey, because if your credit score is on zero and your savings is on zero, then you know what I mean? I just want everyone to feel like they can just come and still listen, regardless of like what point they're at. One thing I did have to realize is that I don't feel like I target people that are experts. I think it is strictly just like beginners. So if you're a beginner, then hopefully you find it useful. If you don't find it useful,
they will find it useful.
No, but like if you don't find it useful, I like when people message me like, okay, I need to see like this, I need to understand this. Like I don't take things too personal. Well, I do, but I don't.
No, fam, like you're on your journey yourself, innit? Like you're still learning, like, and I feel like that's what is even admirable. Like even you're willing to share your learning experience. That's why I was saying at the beginning, like why are you even decided to help people? But nah, it's really admirable that you wanna give out the education. But then again, it is in your nature. You are a teacher by profession as well, you know. So
I know.
I guess it's within.
Do you know how horrible it is not being able to like teach in person right now? It's actually the ghetto.
Well, you miss your little kiddie, your kiddie winks.
I do. I was on Zoom with them today. No, I was on Zoom with them yesterday. We did a PE session. Lord have mercy. I woke up and my whole body was going. I said, no, we're never doing this again.
Deeper.
I was like, should I turn off my mic? Should I turn off my camera? Because I'm there going, no, it's a lot. It's a lot. But no, it is good. It's mad though, like where uni takes you, because I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be a teacher.
Oh yeah, fam.
It's mad, but teachers are needed though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly. But no, trust me, Dan, this has been a very, 2 minutes left, but this has been like a very, really good conversation. I've learned a lot anyway, and there's still more to even learn in this game anyway. So I just want to.
We might have to get you back for a part 2 at some point.
Yeah, no, we have to, bro.
You can go back for anything, any topics. You know me, I can chat. Do you know what's mad? Wait, you know what's mad? I messaged Emmanuel the other day.
Don't wait for us to invite you first.
Wait. Hailee, go on.
Yeah, so I messaged Emmanuel the other day because I wanted to get people's intake. I said, what is my worst trait? I asked loads of my friends, what's my worst trait? This guy wanted to come with fire. I was just like, you talk too much. No. You're overdoer. Okay, carry on. He came with energy, like, do you know when it's like what someone's been holding inside? I said, have I offended you?
No, but Emmanuel is truthful even to a point of hurt. So that's one of his good traits, though. You need people you need people that will tell you the truth, even if it's gonna hurt you, even if you don't want to hear it.
You are there. Do you know how many times I've called Emmanuel like with tears in my eyes? I'll never forget one time I called him and then I was crying and then he was like, first of all, take the cry out your voice. And I was like, huh?
Oh.
I was like,
Wait, Emmanuel.
Is that you?
Empathy.
Cool. No, we're back in. We're back in. All right. Take that cry out.
Take the cry out your voice, you know. I wish I could.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here crying because I'm a very emotional person. I will admit that I'm very emotional. I cry over everything. But like, just for everything that I've been through at uni, like Emmanuel's always been someone that I can go to because sometimes he is nice, but Lord, that day.
Bro was probably having a bad day and said, "Listen, I ain't got time for people's problems. let's just sort this one fast. Take the cry voice with the problem so I can solve it. Let me fix it." It's like, I don't want to do the whole, you're good, don't worry. He was like, nah, listen, today just told me the problem, let me fix it. I won't hear no tears. Please.
I don't even remember what I was crying about, but it could be anything. It could be like the sky is blue.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, do you want me to apologize because I can't do that? Like, bro, it must have been
something silly.
It must. Fam, it's warranted. I'm not. Look, you guys, I'm not a bastard. No.
we gotta work. You know what I mean?
Guy, honestly, I'm a top lad. Really, I'm a top lad.
No, but even then, go on, Iman.
I care for my people. No, I'm just saying I care for my people. In my approach, I've been told that maybe I'm a little bit harsh, I'm a little bit rude, but that's how I come.
Yeah, no, I heard that. You know what? To be honest, I understand where Iman's coming from with that, but I took a lot too. But Hailee, definitely took a lot. But it was always like a vibe when Hailee was there still. She was good vibes. She was always good vibes, man.
No, this is a moment. This is being recorded because you guys never are nice to me like this. So
no. But I was screaming as far as Brad. No, but the thing is though, you know how many times where I've gone on Snap and I've looked at the whole because uni was like three years ago, innit? Look, 3-4 years ago, and there's a video of Hailee doing one dance in Chris's room, and I was just thinking, what is wrong with this girl?
Doing the splits. You know when I hit split in the middle, that's it. I'm glad.
Oh god. There was even one time she tried to do the split. It didn't split. It didn't split.
It bang.
It didn't bang.
It kind of cracked. It kind of.
You know, she fell forward. She just fell forward. No, I'm telling you now, man. Me and Hailee was definitely good. It was good vibes.
And I feel like you guys didn't really experience our third year house like that. Like you guys didn't really come round too tough.
Nah, I only came like maybe twice, 3 times. You man were far though, man. You man were past town.
No, but you know what? Do you know what's mad though? The excuse is I didn't get an invite, but IKEA was 2-minute walk.
Okay.
So you had to do was just come back.
No, but bro, IKEA was a 30-minute walk from us, man, though.
Junior, you were definitely driving.
Oh no, I was driving still. Yeah.
Don't get that. Junior had a girl in it. Junior had an excuse in it. Junior can't
I wasn't outside like that, man.
He wasn't allowed that.
I wasn't allowed out, but I wasn't outside.
Yeah, but it's not a case where Abby couldn't have come.
Baby said I got a curfew today.
And obviously, because Junior wasn't allowed that, Eman wasn't allowed that. You get me? Like,
Wait, what's that got to do with anything?
Hey,
Emmanuel, shame the devil right now.
Akin, you know that episode with Chris and Monk? Whenever it happens, we are going to, there's no holds bars that episode, you know? There's no holds bars. We're coming for your ass. We're coming for your ass.
We got to borrow some of them.
Yeah, no, I do miss them times, man. I really do miss them times.
We just can't just bring everything to the table.
We just can't do that. We got to borrow some of them.
You just can't do that.
We're going to have a meeting beforehand. We're going to talk about it.
You're going to hear a lot of...
I'm screaming.
Wait, who was your favorite housemate out of all my housemates? That of us like in our house, third year.
Because I only really talked to Divine and Precious. Me and Precious was beefing IKEA anyway, like jokes, like banner, innit? But no, me and Devan were home skillets still, home skillets.
She
We
always
were both
asks
on
about
level
you.
5.
I know she'll listen to what you paying me out for.
I'm
Do
screaming.
you know what, bruv? On she wasn't even your housemate. Jasmine, bruv.
Oh, we
Flipping
love
and-
Jasmine. Jasmine is the funniest person.
What? Hey,
That's
bro,
cute.
when I saw them man in Afro Nation, yeah, I wasn't even looking for you, Hailee. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know, deep
Wasn't
yeah?
it?
You guys know, but you saw them lot like how many times? I did not see you once at Afro Nation, like not once.
Oh,
I think there was
you
one
let me
time
think
I was
about
like, oh yeah, like come through to our apartment, but then I don't come through. And then I never saw you guys on the beach, but I just saw a snap of like Jasmine on your neck, like sitting on your neck.
Oh.
No, not like that, not like that, not like that, like, not like that.
Even my
No, not like that. Do you know what it was? Yeah, like, do you know when Jasmine's hyped? Yeah, like Jasmine is a queen of enjoyment. So like when she I think it was like Jay Huss was performing in it, and then like, yeah, you know, it was Jay Huss.
on
I
whose
remember
neck?
that Jay Huss.
Akid.
On whose?
Did you let your boy do this rubbish,
No.
bro?
wait, Junior. Ain't nobody gonna believe his lies. Ain't nobody gonna believe his bullshit.
You let
I've
this
got the
guy
video
put
and
a
I've got
gun
the
on his
video.
shoulders during J Huss, fam.
Bro, what's my own, fam? He's his own man.
No, but you know that
Am I his
sometimes you have
father?
to. No, there's sometimes you just have to talk it. Yeah, I don't even know if it's right. You probably had the shirt open like that. So
Yeah, I did.
Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello to Trish, to Madame,
Hey,
to my mom?
Bring her on, man. How do I get in the property, man? I need to get in the
She just
property.
said, you know, okay, she just said like, don't put her on it. Don't put her on.
Oh, so okay,
Hey,
let me record it. Of course, it. Just to obviously give context to the viewers, you know, we spoke to the plug. We're going to get those property lessons. If you see us in a couple of years selling property courses, don't hate, appreciate. You know how it is. We money makers.
Just know that Junior had to sell a couple seats at the wedding, bruv.
Just know I had to leverage a couple seats. I'm sorry, but our future's more brighter than you know what I mean. Let me try and get this coin,
Raffle for wedding seats sponsored by APP.
I'm screaming. But see, bro, and then you know what's mad, yeah? It's like all of our parents do say, you know, I wish I knew what I did it from you guys' age. But a lot of these parents are really. Well, imagine your mum saying that, and imagine if she started from your age. You know how much more up she would be. Hey.
It's a bit scary, actually.
She's probably be a millionaire, man.
Well, Lord knows, Hailee, I would have robbed you in uni, cuz. If I knew that, I would have robbed you.
If you want to see your daughter again in one piece, £50,000 to my account now.
Hey, you know, funny.
No lele, no play thing.
Bro, I would have robbed you.
Running my money.
Auntie, if you want to see your daughter alive again, you better transfer 2 properties in the name of Junior.
Bring me my money.
Bring his uncle and say, yeah, you're not being serious enough. It's as if you don't care. It's as if you don't care. Do we need to send you a finger?
Hey, oh gosh, no, this has been amazing, though. No, this has been amazing. Wait, so okay, just the last.
I definitely want to
question.
jump on another episode, man, and just talk bants.
Yeah, no, we 100% will, man. Don't worry about that. Obviously, it has to be resumed again because you know you're far away.
You know me, I'm always in London anyway. I'm not gonna lie.
In the night time, we only record. But the thing is, you know what? I think in the future, for certain episodes, when we have like a couple people or something like that, we might just hire out of space because it makes it easier than doing certain things. It's a bit long.
And Junior, when you're renting your property, bro, look for one that's got a studio inside as well, man. So we can just we can contribute to the rent.
I'm screaming. Oh, are you gonna contribute, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna bring snacks too, huh?
Moscato.
That's a bad time, you know.
Yeah. So I was gonna quickly ask before you go. Yeah. So what teaching? Have you got a class tomorrow?
But there's tomorrow Wednesday.
Yeah,
No, I've got to go in and print their homework, and then they get their homework on a Wednesday.
Okay.
And then I'll teach on Thursday and Friday.
Last topic before we go, yeah. How is it teaching during the pandemic? How is everything like mentally, physically? Like how are you coping? How are you doing?
My experience is really different to other teachers because remember, like I'm doing like special needs. I teach at a special needs college, so it's very different to like mainstream, and I'm not teaching like the national curriculum, so it is very different. And there's no pressure to like do to kind of like make sure the students know stuff for exams. I don't have that pressure on me. So it's been quite chilled. We don't do anything hardcore online. We just do more like social sessions, catch-up sessions, and like physical exercise sessions online. And then we do like our curriculum through like the worksheets. Because they have special needs, they can't do that like online stuff. It's not the best for them, and you can't support them like one-to-one. But how have I found it? Beginning of lockdown, like January, I think I was like in a really low phase. And then like now that I'm more occupied with like teaching, because when you started teaching like 2 weeks ago, I have like a purpose for every day, so I don't feel as low. Whereas like the other days are I'm just like Godzilla. Honestly, I was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, Emmanuel, you didn't get a phone call like
I'm stupid. So even after he told you to wipe your tears,
real fam,
fix your you still call him.
She knows not to call me. She knows because I know what
no, but I do it to everybody. Like I have like a list. I have a list.
The thing is, like, I'm consistent with that energy. Like, fam, if you come quiet, of course I'm gonna console you. But my own type of consolation is like why are you crying? Like, what is why are you crying? Why? For why? Who pinched you? Who beats you? Why are you crying?
No, but do you know what it is? Yeah, if I need like that slap in the face, like just wake up and just start moving mad, then I know Emmanuel will slap me around the face. If I need like that consoling, like comforting, like obviously, like I have different people for different things. Do you know what I mean? Like that I go to. Yeah.
So I'm only the guy when you ask me what about presents and stuff. I'm the guy for that chat.
Well, I can't lie to you. You've made someone a very happy person, Junior. Because if it wasn't for you, I don't really think I would have gone through with that purchase.
You know, girls can't buy presents because you know what?
No, I can buy presents.
No, you know what? Yeah, not even trying to expose, but you know, Hailee called me like, "Oh, what kind of present do you think I should get my boyfriend for his birthday?"
To be fair, I wanted to say slightly in their defense, guys aren't as open in the things that they want, so we give less hints. So they have to figure out a lot.
No, he was open though.
And that's on you, man.
As in, she said, she said, "Oh, I might take us for a nice meal and then have do an apartment." I was like, that's for you though. That's not for them.
Bro, that's what they always be doing, man.
But I said, boy, if you don't go buy him a PlayStation 5, man, I said, get out of here, man. I said, weekend away.
Weekend away.
No, but like, come on, like a weekend away is nice. Like, and the thing is, the restaurant that we went to was like these like pod things, and like you got to like eat in the pod, you can play music in the pods. And I was like, if we did that with like a nice like hotel thing, like a spa, isn't that beautiful?
Stop. You can even hear the way that she's dancing in her voice.
Bro.
She's dancing as she's saying she's thinking about the gift to give somebody. She's the one that is dancing.
We can play music in a pod. Oh my gosh, we can see the stars.
We were inside the pod, and then in the weekend
we went to the apartment. It was nice. It was cozy. We enjoyed. Then we went home.
No, it's true though. That is true. The comparison of the two, like the comparison of like the reaction when you go to like the pod and you do the nice things to the PlayStation is mad. Like,
don't be so selfish.
No, but that's one thing that Junior really opened my eyes to. He was just there like, your idea of like your ideal present is not his ideal, like,
Yeah.
You don't have to do all of that, like that. All of that is in the PlayStation 5, and I was just like that plastic thing.
No, but
Bro,
do you know what it
sorry.
is? No, do
Sorry.
you know what it is? I think it's about paying attention to what your other half is interested in, innit? Like someone
But the
like
thing is, yeah, like he does like things like that. Like when I do that, like he does like it. But
no, but
if I put it on like a platter, PS5 or the
but this is what I'm
Xperia,
saying. Like for man them, fam, we eat. That's what we do. Like we eat, we sleep. Like fam, we can eat any day of the week. We eat every day of the week. Like
we know you
Yeah.
need Mr. Shoreditch. We know.
Pow, pew, pew, pew.
Hey, Junior, wrap this up, man.
I'm serious. But no, honestly speaking though, Hailee, this has been wonderful, man. It's good to catch up properly. Well, not really catch up, but it's good to have an episode where we talking it, because we ain't spoken together. Well, 2 out of 4 out of Brighton Street. And obviously, our other member of Brighton Street part time as well being here.
Yeah.
You know. But
I
no,
didn't even really
it's
see
been
acting
amazing.
too tough in the house, man. It's sad.
Yeah, you weren't there all the time, man. But he was there enough though.
Anyway, I think we should end this episode.
No,
he was there enough for him to pay rent. Both of y'all are there enough for y'all to pay rent.
You can get on with that. You ain't gonna get that payment.
That's good, man. But yeah, no, this has been episode 40. Big shout out to Hailee for coming on. Hailee, just plug your stuff one more time before we go.
Yeah, like you can find any information that you want to know about how to help your property journey on Let's Talk Property _ on Insta. And I also have a podcast called Let's Talk Property Podcast. And that's on like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, all of them things. So yeah, check it out.
And we'll put the details in the bio.
Apple Podcast, not Apple Music.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
it's on Apple Podcast, this guy. But yeah, so cool. That's been Apple connoisseur. But so yeah, that's been episode 40 with Our Boys Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of them things. Follow everyone on their socials. Like, share, comment on the Allegor TV. This thing. Read the word for
Yes,
news.
congratulations to Junior's channel.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
just be listening and bypassing what we are saying, no.
Please
Follow
As
us.
you can hear from this
Listen,
episode,
Any
we have house to buy.
subscribers to Allegor TV enter a raffle to get a seat and a plus one at the wedding.
Yeah.
Marketing,
And you know how
guys.
it is. So it's been episode 40 with your host Junior.
It's your boy Akim.
It's your fave E-man.
And the other one, Hailee.
What a waste, man. Oh my God.